Well, yeah, it's last resort for anybody, isn't it? Who wants to be out on strike? Nobody. But sometimes you've got to do what you got to do.
I've got 5 children to support. I can't afford to lose a penny. But in these circumstances, the way the future is in front of us, I can't afford not to be on a strike.
I think in London it feels like the cavalry has finally come. We've had 15 days of action. We've lost nearly £1,000 in wages each. We don't get strike pay, and so obviously we don't do it because we're greedy.
I worked for Royal Mail for 23 years. I came into the job as a young man, 17 years old. I enjoyed working for Royal Mail at the time and enjoyed it for many years. But I've noticed in the last few years that our management have tried to take that joy out of the job now. Royal Mail's modernisation programme is a falsehood. They've had significant investment from the government to invest in new machinery which they haven't actually used. As far as I can see, all it means for us is more job cuts.
What's being said is we're a roadblock to modernisation. That's an absolute nonsense. I mean, I'm personally sitting on a forum which is discussing the introduction of new equipment. We're entering into a slash and burn situation where basically they're trying to make savings and take jobs out of the industry without looking at the future. It's only the union that's actually defending the future of Royal Mail. What we need from the management is for them to engage with the union, not dictate to the union and its members how this change will take place.
There is scope for some machinery being introduced, but Royal Mail just saying we're going to buy this in and we don't care. This is our model for delivery. It's part-time for the future. It's part-time jobs. It's much later deliveries, and you do what we tell you or else we sack you.
Basically, we're trying to save the destruction of Royal Mail. They will split us up eventually. If they can break the union,
they want to systematically destroy the industry so they can cherry pick the assets of the Royal Mail. And then I suspect that what they'll probably do, like with the British gas and the electricity companies, sell them off to their friends.
Support from the rest of the public will be incredibly important. We have to remember you can't see this in isolation. All the three main parties have just announced a tax on the public sector come the next election. I think we're just at the forefront of it. We're the first place where there's been a national ballot, a national fight, not just against privatisation but against a tax on our pension. They're threatening to close our pension scheme completely, and complete attacks on the public sector at a time when the banks are making massive profits. They've thrown billions at the banks. They're spending money on war, on nuclear weapons, all the things that do not really help most people in this country. And they're threatening more attacks on the public sector. I think if we win, it's a victory for all public sector workers, saying actually it's about time you stopped attacking the ordinary working people and start attacking the rich.